Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HALACHA. And here's a brand new HALACHA for minutes for Thursday, May 2nd, 27th day of Nissan. Okay, we're continuing on in some laws of righties and lefties and what they do in different halachas. So yesterday we left off telling you that righties put on their, everyone knows this, righties put on tefillin on their left arm. And that's because one of the times, just one of the times when God tells us to put tefillin on yadcha, he spells it in our Torah, Yud Dalid Chaf He. And that kind of implies Yad Keha, your weaker arm. Okay? One time, only one time God writes it that way, Yadcha, hinting Yad Keha, your weaker arm. So we put tefillin on our weaker arm. Righties put it on their left arm, and lefties put it on their right arm. It's not so well known that there was an opinion out there in halacha that lefties should do the same as righties, but we all pretty much don't follow that way. So you're all used to the prevalent idea that everybody does, which is that lefties put tefillin on their right arm. Okay, but you knew that. When it comes to taking off your tefillin, we all like to remove our, well, when I say we, I mean righties, okay? So righties take off their sarosh by putting their left arm on their sarosh and then removing it. They will then have their right arm on the kesher, on the knot that's in the back, so that the tefillin don't dangle around. But the left hand is on the sarosh box, taking it off of your head, and that kind of shows like my weaker arm is, approaching my tefillin. I'm not so anxious to have my tefillin leave me or stop the mitzvah right now, and so that's why the left arm is the one that's put on this sarosh box to remove it from your head. What about a lefty? So there are a good number of poskim who say that the lefty should remove his sarosh with his right arm. Let me repeat that. Lefty takes off his sarosh with his right arm, right hand, because that shows, again, that same idea that he's not so anxious to remove the tefillin from his head. And then I guess the remaining hand would be the one that would hold on to the knot at the back of the sarosh. Okay, now on to Shema. And which hand to use during Shema. The Shulchan Aruch, if you don't know this, says, interestingly, that a person should cover his face with his hands during Shema. Let me repeat that. It's a language you're not used to. The Shulchan Aruch says cover your face with your hands during Shema. Literally, that would mean that you do something like that during Shema. You don't see anybody do that, do you? No, neither do I. So that's because the Shari Tshuva and some other important poskim say that face means eyes. When it says in halacha that you're supposed to cover your face during Shema, it really means your eyes, and so that's why you only see people covering their eyes. It seems to have a lot to do with concentration, that you're very distracted. You can, get deep into the zone without being inhibited by what people are thinking or distracted by what people are looking at you, and you just go deep into the zone and put your hands over your eyes when you say Shema. Now, what does hands mean? Does it mean both hands over your eyes? No. Most poskim, many, like the Mishnah Berurah, the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, and the Aruch HaShulchan, all say that hands means your right hand. Okay, now we're coming to our unit question, which is, so what about lefties? And most poskim say that lefties use their right hand. Let me repeat that. Lefties use their right hand when covering their eyes for Shema. So therefore you see the prevalent custom, which you're probably used to seeing. Everybody kind of does this, and lefties should too. Put your right hand over your eyes when saying Shema, even though the Shulchan Aruch says cover your face with your hands. But it's taken clearly to mean by many poskim that it's right hand over eyes, including lefties doing that also. Your glasses can certainly stay on because there's no idea of like chatzitza, it's blocking or something, because it's not about blocking, it's about just getting yourself in the zone for concentration. Interestingly, it's quoted in Halichos Yisrael that Rav Scheinberg used to take his glasses off for Shema, but that's because he felt that concentration-wise, just your hand bumping around on your glasses can ruin your concentration a little bit, and your hand directly on your eyes, without the mess of your glasses jumping around, could help you in your concentration. And lastly, the Kaf HaChaim adds, this has nothing to do with lefty or righty, this little particular point. The Kaf HaChaim says that closing your eyes is also very helpful during that first line of Shema. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.